Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha. Okay, Deftones Sextape. I realized about 3 weeks ago when I did Deftones Passenger that Deftones is a complete band, and the lead singer is, I believe, Chino Moreno. I think I'm saying his name correctly. If not, please correct me. Be gentle. But because Maynard, it was suggested to me because it featured Maynard. I think I may have not given the due respect to Chino as well. With his great performance of that. So I wanted to come full circle, want to come back into the band and show it a little more love here. So I've got Sextape up here. I want to thank all you guys for the support. A while ago, I also released a little bit, a link on my community tab about my very first podcast I did with a cool guy named Michael from Michael Mixdowns, but people didn't know about getting to that community tab. So I just want to let you know that I'm putting that podcast, that interview the guy did about me and the whole going to be in the description. Also, down in the description is going to be their full Spotify, where you can buy their CD merch and everything for Deftones, as well as this video. I love to support the bands as I do my breakdowns. And so I appreciate you guys hanging out. And if any advertisement shows up here, you know my channel is not monetized. It's a copyright claim, so the publishers and perhaps Deftones and band members making the money, as well they should. But if you do decide that you want to buy me a cup of coffee, that would be fantastic. That link is down there as well. All right, guys, let's do this. Deftones Sextapes. All right. Sextape, not plural. Sorry, my bad. The very first thing that comes to mind is ethereal rock. I know I've been using words in my reactions and stuff. You know, ambient is a very big term that I use. It's because of the feeling that you get when you're listening to headsets from the types of tones that the musicians and the bands use, and also in engineering, which is very important. What set the tone for me, what a beautiful sound of that clean guitar sound, was just perfect. Absolutely boss. Yeah, just showed my age. No, I didn't say bitchin' though, did I? But while the guitar player was already kind of picking a pattern just to set everything into motion, I'm sorry, I don't remember if there is a keyboard player in the band, or if it was an overdub or something, but I hear the guitar player as he's picking his pattern. The last note of the pattern seemed to have tailed off on this side of the cans, but it sounded more of like a padded, long tail, ethereal kind of sound to it. And then Chino seems to get into the vocals, and now that I really am making an effort to be a complete part of the listening experience without, having anything else in my mind. Wow, what an unbelievably beautiful voice that I'm hearing in this song. It's just perfect for it. I don't know where this song fits in the discography of their album that this is on. The drums, the engineering of the drums is spot on. I love it. But you know what I liked is actually when the drum actually came in and you heard the hi-hat and the snare, but no kick for the first, I think maybe 4 bars or something like that. I like that because it was leaving me hanging out there to kind of wait for when it would come in and what it would sound like. And then when it came in, it really closed the deal and sealed it up. Song structure seemed to have been verse, a pre-chorus into a chorus, and maybe a second half of that chorus. And I loved how it was built up. His voice, actually, Chino, as he's singing, there are some effects on it, which is not a bad thing. You guys know how I do my breakdowns. It's not, I don't go too theoretical. I don't get too linear with my engineering. But when I say an effect, sometimes they'll do things that are performance effects. And what I mean by that is that a guitar player can play a pass 2 times to make it sound thicker. And a vocalist could actually double up or sometimes triple up the same exact note, just so that the engineer has options to, in certain areas, perhaps punch in and out that effect. There are post effects like doublers and stuff that can actually do that for you. But there were some subtle adds in the background or in the vocals where one part of the vocal would kind of stray off. And so this is a very ethereal rock piece thus far. Excuse me. And I'm a little subdued by it. It is late at night too. That's another thing. It's late at night. I had a couple of some things, and I'm kind of chilling right. Yeah, the older I get, the better I was. Anyhow, let's move on. This is a beautiful, beautiful ethereal rock piece, and the word beauty and rock does have a place together. Trust me. All right, let's do this. There were also a couple of hooks laid in there that repeat itself. First of all, the pre-chorus, I believe it's a pre-chorus, da da da. Forgive me, I'm just an old composer trying to get to the point. That's such a subtle but really sticky hook line. And because that's what's rolling with me right now. Da da da. there's a guitar phrase that's going through the main hook, even though that's like when all instruments are in and it's lifted and off and running, and he's saying something I can't, because you know how I am. I don't, listen to the lyrics, and I treat the singer as a musician, and then usually I'll go back and look at the lyrics and stuff, or something about the waves or something. It sounded like in this way it was out. But anyhow, when that was all in, there was a secondary hook to that the guitars were playing that really kind of stuck with me as well. So this seemed like a very, very chill, ethereal rock piece. And once again, because I don't know what the lyrics are or where it's placed in the discography, it was a very emotional performance by Chino. It just, that's what I got from it. Being I don't know what the words are, just the way he was performing it. So anyhow, this was another super crazy experience for me with Deftones Sextape. Once again, thank you if you do see fit, cup of coffee, because the channel's not monetized. It also helps what I do with the kids and the puppets and stuff. You hear a little bit about that in the podcast if you have an hour of your life to waste. But it was fun. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for hanging out on the channel, for the subs and the sharing and stuff. I'm still having a blast doing this, and as long as I'm zooming, I'm doing. All right, you guys, take care. I'm gonna go get me some sleep. All right.